Okay, so this is my Elliott wave chart, and Elliott wave is a interesting theory, but I like to analyze it and watch it, with all the other stuff that I like to use to trade the market. So as you can see, we have a wave five here, 1, 2, 3, and according to this charting analysis, it says that we're going to hit a wave four, and possible target, projected target would be 321, which is a wave four, all the way to 399, which is $4. This is on the weekly. Stokes are positive, so that's good. However, when we go to the daily, it gets a little interesting. It indicates that the wave four was the March 29th low. You got a 1, 2, and 3. I think last week it was an ABC, and now it has switched to now a wave count, which is 1, 2, 3, and possible targets, if there's a higher wave 3, will be 312, even extreme to a 372. If there's going to be a pullback, as of now, 263 to 254 will be a wave 4 pullback. Now, what's interesting here is that the Stokes are very toppy. You see this little black line here? It's telling us it's very toppy. So we got to be careful. There's a lot of stuff going on right now on this week. So I just wanted to warn you that it could be interesting. There could be a possible turning point to the downside. So just be careful, trail your stops. But I just want to show that it's getting very toppy over here. And these are, possible targets. Now, when we put our counting system here, Gann theory, let's see if we could open this up a little more. I want to show you some things here. Close this up and widen it out a little bit. Okay. So this is the ellipse technique. As you can see, we have a 90-day count right here using this low from right here. And also this 90 right here. Let's bring this down a little bit. In regards to price range, what that was, 289. We almost kissed it. We went as high as 287 using the futures price. And it's either stalled here or was very close. And this is only showing data from June the 30th. So things you want to keep an eye on is that 288, 289, using that's the 90 degree, and 72 in a counting day. That's July the 11th. In regards to the ellipse technique, July the 6th. So keep an eye on the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Those 3 days, because things could get volatile here. If we just kind of go sideways here and then get a little leg higher in between the 5th, 6th, and 7th, it could get, very ugly. And then it could be a turning point. Or if we just go down, 5, 6, and 7 could be a swing low to do another leg higher. But very toppy over here, so you got to be very careful. There's a lot of things happening in regards to these Elliott wave and Gann dates and stuff like that. So just wanted to show you that. So this is another chart I use for geometry and other techniques I use. As you can see, we already kissed the 275 and the 286. That was a 161. A 61.8 Fibonacci level, and I think we went as high as 287, and then there's another one of 293, which is the 786 level. So you want to keep an eye on that. In regards to the pitchfork, this angle right here, keep an eye on that. These are closes, so once we get there, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen, if it's going to stall and then pull back. In regards to Fibonacci retracement, the 279 from this low to this high, which is that $3 and change. So far, we're just hovering around there as of close, and we haven't closed for July the 3rd yet. So this is what price action is as of right now. This is the mirror cycle, and all these charts I've been showing you, these are all weekly. So it'll be interesting right here. This is July the 7th. The mirror cycle says there's a turning point. So we could probably go higher here and then it will pull back. But that remains to be seen. And this white line, I'm still testing all the Dewey cycles here. The good news is that the advanced Gann swing lines are positive. So that's good for the week. What concerns me is this mirror cycle that peaks out this week and then it pushes lower. So that's the only thing that kind of concerns me here. The Gann speed lines We're finding support at the 200%, which is that I think that's the 261. If it's going to push higher than that 319, that's the 1/3/4 level. And from this swing low using the Gann speed lines, 280, that's the 1/2, and then the next one will be the 1/3/4, which is the 291. So far, it's just kind of hovering around the 270-ish. Okay, so I wanted to take some time here with this cycle. So what I'm trying to focus on is on this these highs right here. As you can see, August 22. This is a weekly chart, and this low right here of April, the week of April 10th. So this is where I'm focusing the battle zone in regards to these cycles and these moves. So we put that high to high. Let's maybe close this so we can kind of see what's going on. So you can see you got that high right here. Here, this is where our pivots are. This one picked up this low, got a nice pop, and then pushed back down. It was kind of in the middle of between the high and high. Right here was an interesting, really nothing really happened. It kind of pulled back, and then it popped, which kind of lines up almost close to the middle right here. So this is the next you want to keep an eye on, would be August the 21st, so at least that week. Next you want to do is, now you take that first wave, impulse wave. You can see how this is shooting out into the future. So this right here lined up with this high. It was close. So this is what I call clusters. Vector points, but more clusters because things are building up, just from this move down here. And then if you go into the future, just using this high and then this move, impulse, first wave move, you can see that right here, nothing really happened there. The midpoint picked this turning point from right here, low, and you can see that price has pulled up and high. And then this right here, nothing there. And then here, this is where we're at right now. So this is very important week. So we're at the midpoint from the high and high, and we're at the midpoint from the first impulse wave. So this is a very important week. As you can see, things are building up right here. And we continue. We add now this correction, which is the first correction right here. And you can see that this is more fractal. It goes up here, and that lines up right here. This turning point came down. So right here, this picked up this low. And so this low right here picked up this low here and lines up with the midpoint from the high and high, as you can see. And then it goes up. And you can see it was nothing there. It was a dud. It just pulled back. And then right here, this right here, pulled back. And then there was a turning point right here. And now it went up. And we're smack in the middle of this week right here of this correction. So you can see there's a cluster building up here, here, and in the midpoint from the highs and highs. You get what I'm saying? You getting the picture? This is a very important week. You got three things lining up cluster-wise right here. Let's go to the next one. So then from here, we build up from this swing high to this swing low, and you can see that it goes out into the future. There was this here. It was off from this swing high. It picked up this week. It pushed back. And then the next one will be in August the 21st. Now look at August 21st right here, and look at the highs and highs. It lines up with the high here. So something is interesting going to happen here. Is it going to grind higher and then here? And then maybe hit a high here, and then pull back? I don't know, but there's a big thing going on right here. And this is off, a little bit into the future, but this one is very important. So that one you want to keep an eye on. The next one will be, obviously, and I'm focusing, remember, from here to here. You got this low, which lines up here, and then this low right here that we haven't tested yet, or we haven't gone down. So this goes into the future. I'll repeat it again, this low and this low marks this cycle. And it goes into the future, and it goes right here. And what happened here around the week of June the 20th, we got this pop and tested that high and pushed higher. Now this goes into the future, into October the 16th, and then the midpoint would be, August, somewhere around August the 21st. So you see, you got a midpoint here, midpoint there, and these two are off into the future. So there's something interesting that's going to happen into the future around August 21st. Next one is, and now you work around your way into this area right here, which is this high to this low right here. I don't know what I call that. Second, maybe is that the second correction I call? Yeah, second correction from high to low. So then it goes up. You can see that it hits a peak here. The high came here. The little turning point came here. So this is a little more fractal. And then it turned. And then it goes high. And then what happens now? Look. We at the cycle turning point right here in the week. So you got the purple one right here. You got the red one right here. You got this one that deals with this one here, right here. And you got the high and high right smack in the middle. This is going to be an interesting week. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 lining up right here. Is it going to explode to the upside? Maybe test at 302, keep pushing higher? Or is it going to be a turning point? Or sideways? One of those things could happen. Next one. And this one I call current swing. So once we got that correction, we got this nice little wave up. This is the gray one, which is this right here. Found the low right here and lined up with the low, which is here and here, like low. And now this cycle goes up until July the 24th. I think you've seen my video that I posted, the one before this one. July the 24th, 25th, 26th, around there. That's where the daily cycle peaks. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to play out there. So you have this one right here. As you can see, it doesn't really line up with anything here. But the important ones, I believe, is this one right here. It lines up with a lot of stuff right here, although this is a little off here. So can we continue pushing higher up to here? Yeah, it can. But it also could be, pushing lower, also. So it's very tricky, but what I wanted to show you is that using this technique, you could kind of have an idea of what are the probabilities of it, of like clusters building up for turning points. And right now, speaking, this week is very interesting.